Utopia with Kea Ncube on Trans-Africa Radio.
She's representing the country of Namibia. She goes by the name of Sally on transafricaradio.net. And that was her with Natural. So what are we doing? We're naturally eating cookies today. Hey, Sandile.
Hello, love.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, love?
So how are you excited? Are you excited about eating cookies today?
I'm excited about eating the ones that are here.
Yeah, well, obviously.
They look great.
She
look
said,
very good.
like I said, she said Nutella and I was already sold.
She said Horlicks and I was sold. I was like, what?
Wait, there's also Oreos
Oh,
and peanut
Oreos
butter
as well.
pudding and
This is my perfect sugar rush. You know, like it's a cookie.
You know, you came at it wrong. So I'm trying to diet. It's fine. It's cheat day.
did you have salad for lunch?
We actually haven't had lunch, have we? No, not
We
yet.
have coffee.
This is breakfast.
You're
Lunch.
having coffee now.
So in the building we have Leyla. She's the lady behind the cookie jar. And you know, today she's basically teaching us how to make the perfect cookie. How are you doing, Leyla?
I'm okay.
Her nerves are shot. I promise you, we will not bite. Honestly, we will not bite.
So we're just talking off air and you're talking about how this, you know, you just recently started the cookie jar. So what made you actually get into it? Get into the whole, you know, let me turn this into a money-making business.
Well, hopefully it will make money. But basically, my husband and I came to Joburg for a different opportunity and things haven't quite taken off the way we'd like. And 6 months ago, I also fell very ill, which just kind of got me thinking, if it was my husband and things didn't turn out so positively, how would I look after myself and our 3 beautiful little girls? So I thought, okay, people keep telling me I should sell my cookies, so I'm giving it a try.
And how's that going so far, though?
So far, it's tough. I'm at Rosebank Market.
Mm-hmm. Is that the only market that you're at right now?
For now, yes.
For now.
Yes.
There are a lot of markets in Johannesburg currently. There's a lot, I think, like, besides that one, I think I can name 3 right off the top of my head, though.
Please name them for me because I'm still fairly new to Joburg. So.
Okay, well, speaking about being fairly new to Joburg, we're actually also talking of your very interesting life and journey and how you actually came full circle and landed up here in Joburg. So please just tell our listeners how you actually came about and landed back here in Joburg.
How much time do we have in this segment?
We got time.
So I'm complicated. I'm a cocktail. I was born in Germany. My father is Iranian. He was practicing medicine in Germany. My mom is American. We moved to the States when I was 5, thus the muddled accent. And then we moved to Swaziland when I was 10, actually, so that my dad could serve the community properly and really help the people. We were supposed to, as a family, be there for 10 years, and I won't reveal how long we've been there as a family because it'll give away my age, but they're still there.
So they basically retired in Germany and you decided to, not Germany, in Swaziland, and now you've come to Johannesburg.
I'm still waiting for them to retire.
Oh. You're still waiting for them to retire?
Yeah, they're not going to anytime soon, but yeah, they're there. But the nice thing about being in Joburg is that we see them often enough.
Okay, so before the whole cookie journey, what were you doing?
I actually studied mental health counseling, but then moved to London and worked in hospitality in 4-star deluxe and 5-star hotels, and then became a mommy. So mostly have been doing that.
Uh-huh.
Came here to do project management in property development.
Wow.
Now I'm trying
baking cookies.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You're definitely not going to be short of business when it comes to your baking, because I do not know a single person who doesn't love baked goods. Give me baked goods any day and I'm sold. That's it.
They love them, but the challenge these days is everyone's trying to be so health conscious.
Yeah.
So that is a challenge. People have asked me, do I do gluten-free or sugar-free? And I'm just like, no, they're American-style cookies.
Those are just the people that are lazy to work out. Listen, I can eat as many cookies as I can and I'll just head straight to the gym. So I think those are just the people that are lazy to work out, honestly.
So has baking always been something that you've always enjoyed doing?
I have from quite young.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and those who know me know I collect parents. So my Chicago mom, as I call her, she used to bake. She would actually bake some of my birthday cakes when we lived in that area. So I often think of her when I'm baking, which is nice. My mom is not so much of a baker, but she does make a mean pumpkin pie.
Wow, there goes the American.
There comes the American.
There comes the American out of it. So if you do have any questions for our Leyla, do send them through to WhatsApp +27792544329. Hit us up on not Instagram, Twitter. Yes, that's the word that I'm looking for. Twitter at Kea Ncube at TransAfrica 872 is our Twitter handle. We're talking cookies. Yeah, we're talking how to make the perfect cookie, the types of cookies that you make, where we can get them, and are you going to be expanding into making cakes maybe one day? Because you just said that your Chicago mom taught you how to make a really good birthday cake. That Iskaba One Day Call featuring DJ Tunes, taking us to 20 minutes after the hour of 3 p.m. Central African time. Do remember that between 4 and 5 p.m. Central African time, yes, that makes sense, 4 and 5, I'll be playing your Edgy Feed Friday songs. So send through those songs that are going to remove the edge from your feed. But right now we're talking cookies with the lady behind the Cookie Jar. Her name is Leyla. So Leyla, I'm assuming the nerves were just like...
It's getting better.
Subsiding just a little bit.
So far, so good.
So you mentioned that you're in the world of hospitality when you were in London, right?
Yes.
How has your experience there, say, maybe helped you out with starting out off the Cookie Jar?
I think in a way it made me very not picky in a good way, if that makes sense. Like very particular about my product. I sometimes still complain that they're not round enough, and my brothers remind me that they're supposed to be homemade. They're not supposed to be perfectly, like, consistently round. So that makes me feel a bit better because I can't always get them perfect. But yeah, I don't know. I think it just made me a little bit more, like I say, they were 4-star deluxe and 5-star hotels. So the products we had there. I
think your brothers are right, because when it comes to food such as cookies, you want to be able to not just see but taste the love in them. So if they're too perfect, then they're going to feel very, I don't know, like they were made in a building somewhere and like mass produced, so to speak, and I think with these ones, having them made in such a small batch, you can actually not just see, like I'm saying, but you can actually taste the love that is actually within the cookies.
Yeah, I like to think that I put a lot of love into my cookies.
And you were mentioning how off air people, because a biscuit and a cookie are two different things. People like
please just explain that to us. What's the difference?
Yeah, for you, like in your terminology.
People still come and call mine biscuits, but to me, I've always imagined that biscuits are crunchy. Mm-hmm. And here in South Africa, you more often get biscuits, which are those butter biscuits, which are crunchy, or you get rusks, or you get crunchies. So what I make is soft and chewy. So it's quite different, I think.
They are two different things. So a biscuit is a biscuit, and a cookie is a cookie. And you're right. For me, a cookie is chewy.
But it's kind of weird when you sometimes watch television and you're watching American shows, so to speak, and then you see people having things like biscuits and gravy. So you ask yourself, okay, which one is it?
That's a different kind of biscuit, and I make those too.
Okay, you make those as well?
I do.
I'm trying to figure out what type of these biscuits and gravy are.
Biscuits are, well, Popeyes is here now. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but they do biscuits, but mine are better. Don't tell them I said that.
I'm sure they heard you.
Biscuits are like a slightly savory scone.
Oh, okay.
And the gravy
is a gravy.
Is not really a gravy because I think here a gravy, I would imagine people envisage a runny liquid with not really much in it.
Yeah.
But the biscuits and gravy is made with sausage meat. That you fry, and then you put milk and thicken it. and that goes on top of the biscuit.
So you
It's,
can
it's
make-
actually my favorite breakfast.
So you can do that as well.
I can.
Okay, I'm coming
Am I
to
coming?
your house.
Oh,
You're
sure, no
definitely
problem.
gonna her house.
I'm coming to your house.
We'll make a plan. I'm trying to think which day. I'm not at the market.
Do you see yourself doing something like that in terms of expanding the cookie jar if it's like come through for after quite a while?
I was thinking about starting it soon at the market, actually. There are a couple of traders that already target the other traders in terms of breakfast food. And I just thought it might be nice to offer something different and get things going for myself each Sunday as well. It would just psych myself up a bit.
Where do you see the cookie jar going? I mean, understandably, you just started a couple of months ago. However, what would you like to see, not only for yourself, but for your business as well?
I don't know. I'd be happy in a pimped out Wendy house at the bottom of a garden where I could just go
Bake all day.
Some other people have bigger ideas, which is not a bad thing. My brother would like, shops all over the country and then, expand globally. I'm just not sure, in the UK and the US, at least from my own experience, there's already this kind of product there. Whereas for me, the idea of bringing this product was that you don't get much like this here in South Africa.
Or Africa, for that matter.
Oh, that's true. There's a whole of Africa still. True.
We are broadcasting right through Africa, and I think the rest of Africa would like to taste what we're going to be tasting a little bit later on as well, because they look good. They smell even better. I know she's been whiffing that. she's just been whiffing that smell towards me the
So
whole
there are
time.
cookies and blondies.
Cookies and blondies. What's a
Blondies.
blondie?
Blondies are vanilla brownies, basically. I find the easiest way to describe them.
Ooh.
It's like a brownie in texture, but it doesn't have the cocoa in the base. It's got vanilla instead.
Oh.
So do you just sit at home and just, I don't know, come up with all these weird recipes on yourself, or what?
Well, my Facebook page is more food than anything. my whole wall is food when I'm going through. But some of it, I've found recipes that I like, but I've had to substitute certain ingredients because I don't find them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which cookies do your daughters love the most?
My 3-year-old really likes the peanut butter ones. They really like the Oreo. They like the blondies. I think the bigger two like them because they're bigger.
I think she's like the favorite mom when the schools have cake and candy.
PTA.
Not yet.
Cake and candy sales.
We're working our way to that.
I think everyone will just be like, oh, Layla's mom made cake and candy. Oh, gosh.
I did send them blondies today in their snack, and my 5-year-old was like, I shared with my friends, and they all said thank you.
So there is a franchise out there, which is called Cookies and Cream, right? Have you ever had their product, and what do you think of their product?
I don't know that one. I know one called Crumbs and Cream. Is it that one?
That's the one, actually.
I know that one.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to talk about them?
But have you had their product?
I
and
have.
then compared to yours, would you say, you know what, let me supply you with the cookies and you can just deal with the other stuff?
With all the selling.
That's a great idea. I did have their stuff, and it was delicious. It was a really nice treat. My girls loved it. I found the cookies a little bit hard, but I actually wondered if that had to do with the ice cream.
Oh, okay.
So
Would you do that? What do you think of this whole combination though of
I love
cookies
it.
and ice cream?
I did it for my brother's birthday a year ago.
But how do you keep it from not hardening? Because it does become
No, I'd
very
have to
hard.
do some research.
When we come back, let's have a little cookie tasting, yeah?
Let's.
And you can take us through how you made it and all the ingredients and everything like that. So yes, right here on Utopia on Foodie Corner, the cookie jar, Leyla is behind it and she's gonna take us.
Layla's smile is
It
intoxicating
is
here.
intoxicating.
Because she's just been smiling and oh my gosh.
Look, if you make cookies all day, every day, wouldn't
You also be smiling as
I'll
hard
be
as she is.
That was amazing.
Was it?
It was soft, it was chewy, it was everything that you'd really want in a cookie. So
I had Horlicks.
uh-huh.
And like I just said, off air, I am going to be 100% biased and tell you that if you do not buy, you do not know what you are missing. Because they are good.
I found my new Friday turn up.
I'll make special deliveries.
With the cookie jar. Like
it's going to be Leyla's cookie jar.
So if my friend's like, let's go out. No, I'm already out with my cookie jar. So how many flavors can we find in your
range?
Yeah, in your range. Our boss lady just said to save her some, like, okay, postlude.
She's upstairs and that's...
I really should know how many
she must start.
But it's only been the last 3 months that I've been trying to do this so formally.
Okay, so what are your main...
My main ones that I do is always the peanut butter cookies. They're very popular. The peanut butter cookies actually have maple syrup in them too.
Ooh.
And caramel chips because I can't get peanut butter chips here. And oats, so you can just pretend they're healthy.
There's a health part of it.
And then the Nutella ones have been very popular. Funny enough, my husband was like, "Oh no, not Nutella." And then every week I'm like, "Yeah, I nearly sold out on my Nutella." And then I do the double chocolate with Horlicks in them. And then recently,
my favorite.
Recently, everybody tried one so far.
They're my favorite.
Recently, I've tried a chocolate chip cookie, which is like half and half, mainly because I think it's cute, but I think it tastes good too.
So half vanilla and half chocolate.
Yes, so vanilla base with milk chocolate chips, and then a chocolate base with white chocolate chips. It's kind of like a yin yang in a cookie.
That's sugar high of notes.
Your kids probably never sleep at home. Just sugar rushing the whole day.
You know what? I think we just got to the bottom of why my children don't sleep.
The sugar rushing the whole day. It's just...
But besides what I have here today, besides the blondies, I do a Whispers blondie, which also has Rolex in it.
Like, take me now.
Just Jesus, take the wheel.
I've played around a few times with a marshmallow blondie, but it's like super sticky and gooey. Not a bad thing, it's a good thing. I'm not just sure how easily I could package it.
I don't know.
I also do like slightly, I don't know if you want to call them slightly posher flavors with walnuts and dark chocolate and cinnamon. And then macadamia, cranberry and white chocolate.
I'm not saying much right now because she's already sold me. She already have my heart, right?
You will just go on.
Wait. I thought of some more. I do Twix blondies. And I do a Kit Kat cookie. Which has chopped up Kit Kat and white chocolate chips.
Okay, I think.
And then I do a Snickers peanut butter cookie.
I think you've had enough now. I think we've had enough.
Should I go now?
No. All you can do is carry on speaking about your cookies.
Yeah. Because you know what? I think when you're talking to someone who is talking about their product, especially when it's food related, and you see the excitement that they have on their face talking about their food, well, in this case, their biscuits. It is cookies. Sorry, they're cookies, not biscuits. They're cookies. I don't know. Like, I promise you, I would buy just off of how you talk about your product. I promise you, I would buy just off of how you talk about your product.
Well, for me, I think the only reason I'm still giving it a fair try is because I love people's reaction when they taste it. I love how much they enjoy my product.
And obviously, that face when they taste something that they didn't expect to taste. Like my face when I just took a bite into the Horlicks, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my god. that was my initial thought. I was like, oh my god.
I think it's important that I say that my product freezes really well.
It does?
And I try and tell people when they're buying at the market as well. So I do a certain price for 2 packs of 6, and people are like, oh, that's so much. They freeze really well. So if you take them straight home and pop them in the freezer, if you want to have 1 pack now and another pack another time, you just take it out like a couple of hours before. And I always remember how my dad, I gave him one straight out of the freezer, and he just put it on top of his cup of tea, so that it thawed a bit faster.
Oh, clever man.
So
clever man.
That's why.
Now we know. Talking about the market, what has the reception been like for you in terms of getting repeat customers and things like that?
It's been good. I was really excited the second week because the lovely lady at the cake stand next to me said, oh, it might be quiet for a few weeks. But from week 1 to week 2, I had one customer return, and he came straight to me, and he told me the only reason he came back to the market was for me and the cookies, and he bought like 3 packs.
Wow.
So that was awesome. It's been good. The challenge is trying to welcome people over to my table to try a product that they don't know.
I was actually about to ask you, what are some of the challenges that you have actually faced with being at the markets, or just within starting your business as well? What have been some of your challenges?
So one of them is that right now, my family of 5, including 3 young girls, we stay in a little cottage, which is perfect for us. But I'm baking my product in a little cottage kitchen, and I bake on a Saturday when the kids are home.
Ooh. And they want their attention from mom.
Yes.
And
so we've gotten into a pretty good routine though, where they know to stay out of the kitchen until about noon.
Because if they try and help, they eat.
That's how they help.
I just lose track of time or the amount of ingredients, so it's just easier if they stay out. But otherwise, the challenge has been trying to get into markets maybe, or trying to find ways to get my product out and get the name out. So we're working on it.
But we can definitely find you on social media, because you know how social media, everyone goes to social media, I need help. And social media is the one.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm on Facebook as the Cookie Jar. Challenge there being that there are several cookie jars. I'm also on Instagram as Devilishly Decadent Cookies, because that's a name I used when I did Taste of Swaziland a few years ago. And we stuck with that name a little bit.
I like that.
Yeah.
I actually like them both.
Some people don't
like
because
the
it says devilish, but if
Getting
you,
all
if you
rich
taste
religious
it,
They're
on you.
devilishly good.
taste it, you know.
They
know.
are devilishly good.
So
When we come back, I think we should actually just taste cookies on air. So people can actually...
No, because all you're going to hear is just...
That's
I
my
don't know.
point. That's
I
my
don't
point.
know.
Because
No.
you know what they say, that when something is really good, there's silence. So
I'm not
I
gonna
want
say
us to
anything.
go through that so we can actually just enjoy the cookies on air. You can live vicariously through us right now.
I already
the
know.
question is,
Yeah.
are you going to have another Nutella one, or are you going to try a different one?
No, I'll try a different one, even though my heart is like, go to Nutella. But the fact that it's a cookie, I'm going to eat whatever you have on that plate for us, Leyla. I really would, because what you're making is absolutely delicious. It is properly homemade. And you know when you have a homemade meal, your heart just melts and you're just so happy that you have something that is just made with love and joy and passion. That is what you can taste actually in your cookies, the love and passion that you have in them. Yeah. So
Yay, thank you.
So let us taste the love and passion for you. Yeah. I'm just happy right now.
I'm jumping around in the
My
studio.
heart is happy. My stomach is happy. I'm smiling. from
I'm
ear
jumping
to
around
ear.
in the studio.
So we have Leyla in the building. She's talking cookies. We're talking about making the perfect cookie. So I said that we are going to do a cookie tasting on air, right?
You
So-
just wanna
That's
on
what
air.
I want. I want you to feel the joy. So right now, what do I have in my hand, Leyla?
Sprinkle and chocolate blondies.
Okay. Like I'm like a kid. Like I'm literally a kid in a cookie jar right now. So let me taste.
Okay, they need to hear the And you just bite into Layla's cookies.
Everything
is
just
like,
fades
oh.
away. Literally. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so happy right now.
Listen, you know the cookies are good when the cameraman in the studio can't stop smiling as well. That's when you know the cookies.
And we had seconds.
And he had seconds. I know he's gonna want thirds as well. I promise you can't. Your husband is
He's a
the
very
luckiest
happy man.
guy ever.
He's a very happy man.
These are good.
He's my biggest fan, and he always, whenever I try a new flavor, he always says it's his new favorite. But I think
has a
deep
favorite.
down in his heart,
He's just trying
the
to make
peanut butter and I think the sprinkle pudding cookies are his favorite.
So that's his request every day. babe, please just make
No,
those.
for a while, I was actually banned from baking. I was only allowed to bake like once a week or every 2 weeks. Or something.
Was he gaining some inches around the
We
way?
actually both need to start like walking again or something.
Enjoying your own product. That is great, though. That is great. So,
Like really, it's real butter and sugar and love, of course.
Of course, the love, of course.
and how do you get them so soft and chewy and
Tasty.
gooey?
I want to say I'm not an expert, but I haven't had any formal training in baking. It's been kind of practice makes perfect, hopefully, or almost anyway. And I guess it just has to do with the ingredients and the temperature and time that you bake it for.
I'm sorry, I can't stop chewing.
Don't.
I can't stop chewing. These are good. These are good.
I'm sure you can think of another word.
Baby, if you're listening, I apologize. I'm coming home full.
But he's placing an order for you.
But I'm placing an order for you.
How do we place orders? Because this is the most important part.
Yeah.
You know, we need to know how we can get in contact with Leyla so we can get all of our favorite cookie treats.
So being that we're still starting off and like just a few months young, it's all still coming together, but you can find us on Facebook and I'm happy to take messages there or calls through our Facebook page on the cookie jar. You just need to make sure you find the right one. And then my number's there, so I'm happy to take WhatsApp messages. I'm on Instagram.
As long as they don't call in the evening, right? Because you and your husband.
Yeah, no, we have little girls, so I think cutoff has to be. I don't know.
Office hours are closed.
Business hours. But yeah, call us, WhatsApp us, Facebook us, Instagram, message us. You know.
And what is your Insta handle again?
Devilishly decadent cookies.
And they are devilishly
No, they are
decadent.
devilishly
So,
decadent.
all of y'all who are having a fit about devil, I clearly haven't tasted
Also, all of you that are busy working out, sorry, because these are so good. I would actually just stop working out just for like a day.
We actually, my husband and I, we need to get back into exercising a bit more, but I had salad for lunch. We really try to watch what we eat, but we definitely do indulge and enjoy the product as well.
How do you keep away from trying your products actually?
We don't really. We enjoy it. You only live once, right? So yeah, why not?
So Devilishly Decadent Cookies is how we can find you on Instagram.
Yep.
The cookie jar is how we can find you on Facebook, and obviously all of the details are there as well.
Devilishly Decadent Cookies at gmail.com.
That's simple. Make sure you get all these contact details because you really won't be disappointed.
No,
you
not
really,
at all.
Really won't.
Not at all.
I'm so happy right now. There's nothing else to say. Like, I'm just really happy.
Like, you can just play music for the rest of the show.
I can play music for the rest of
and
the hour. Because I'll be chewing on these cookies and having a really good time. Like, yeah, they are amazing, Leyla. Thank you so much for coming through. Look, you have a repeat customer in me. You have a customer all year round. Like I say, I have a new Friday turn up.
Mm-hmm.
And all the best. Where are you looking into getting into other markets, right?
I am, if I can. I hear some of the bigger ones have waiting lists, but I'm gonna try and see what I can do to get in there.
All right, cool. Thank you so much for coming through, for giving us a little bit as to how we can make a really good cookie.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I ain't making cookies if Leyla's around.
No. No.
Definitely not making cookies if Leyla is around.
This is Trans Africa Radio.